Today we're going to do the Seattle offense. I need to flip plays real quick because for some reason I'm on defense. Let's see. Who texted me? Nobody. Alright, let's run a random play. Alright, let's get to the game. Alright, what is up? This is Tim from Madden Community College, and today we're going to look at the Seattle Seahawks offensive playbook. Link will be in the description below. That way you can just look at the book whenever you want while you're watching this. So the first play we're going to look at is the all hitch. I'm going to play a random play. What is the button? Man, that's so annoying to me. Maybe is it hold? No. Right. Nope. Alright. Let's start at the goal line, and then we'll redo the intro. Baseball. Hello. Testing. Hello, testing. All right. What is up? This is Tim from Madden Community College. Today we're going to look at the Seattle Seahawks offensive ebook. The first play we're going to look at is in the trips Y ISO. I'm not going to go over every single play in this book because my books are starting to get long and repetitive. You'll notice that if you ever try and watch my 49ers one, because that is literally 2 hours long, and I didn't run the run plays. So we're going to go over just more of the important stuff. So the first play we're going to look at is all hitch. The reason we like all hitch is this is a great goal line offense. So you see John Lockett right there in the slot. Make sure you have someone with really good catch and traffic right there. John Lockett's not the best example, but I don't feel like audibling right now. So as soon as you snap the ball, you're going to throw a low pass, which is left bumper down. So left bumper and then directional down. This is going to give you a low pass, and then you're going to possession catch it. And what's going to happen is you're going to get probably an instant touchdown because the way Madden works. So you've seen me do it about 3 times now. See, he gets the possession catch inside the end zone just long enough for it to register as a touchdown. If you do this somewhere else on the field, what's going to happen is they're going to drop the ball. So let's get out of the line of scrimmage for the rest of these plays. Okay. Let's look. Only audible of note is the bubble pop. It's an audible for a bubble screen, which is kind of cool. It's not the good bubble screen out of here, but it's still a bubble screen, and it's nice to have as an audible rather than, less usable plays. Another cool part about this bubble screen is that they go into, oh, that's a read option screen? I had no idea. What? Oh, never mind. I tricked myself. See, they look exactly the same. Okay. Alright, so read option is not a bad play. I'd like to run read option this year, actually, because I did a little bit of testing on it. You'll see it in the book if you look at the document. The average amount of QB keeps a scrambling type quarterback like Russell Wilson will take is about a ratio of 18 to 20. So he'll hand off the ball 18 times out of 20, read option attempts. Practice mode's weird. I ran it a whole bunch of times. See right now we're getting it, every time. It doesn't make sense. It's just weird. But if you were to use a balanced QB like Andrew Luck, you're actually going to get a ratio closer to 18 keeps out of 20 plays. So Andrew Luck would actually run it way more than Russell's supposed to keep it. So that right there was a keep. Or that was actually a handoff. What am I talking about? Yeah, so those are two plays you should run together because they're kind of cool. Yeah, didn't catch it. All right, so next play out of this this offense. We like verts, but let's just go look for a new play. All right, so next play we're gonna look at still in gun Y ISO. Tight end deep shot. What makes this a good play is versus cover man to man. So like cover 1, cover 2 man under, and certain cover 2s. All you have to do is smart route one of those 2 outside routes, and then it should get pretty much wide open if you have the time and if you have the distance. I'm gonna respot the ball a little bit further back for a lot of these plays. So let's do that. Let's go back to here. Yeah, so it's a really nice one-play touchdown versus cover one man-to-man, cover 0, and 2 man under. Just any man-to-man, because no man route or no man coverage can keep up with this route. The only way you can shut that down with man coverage is probably not press, the opposite, back off. And then maybe safety over top, because like even regularly, it's still pretty fast. Like it was wide open if you noticed far left. So let's go to the next play. Dig switch. Dig switch. Where are you? Dig switch. All right. So what we like to do with dig switch is we're going to drag Richardson, and what this is gonna do is this is really gonna take out cover 2 defenses, because the Jimmy Graham route is a really nice post, so most of the time it's gonna beat cover 2. So right about there, and he didn't even try and jump up for it. Okay, let's try that again. Maybe Graham will make it. This looks like a weird 0 blitz. Oh look, Bowman batted it down. Bowman, why'd you have to leave the Niners today? That was a sad day. Alright, so what we really just look for in this play is the drag, the in, and then the spot. The post is only a read if we think it's cover 2. So yeah, we only throw that versus cover 2. I'm like messing around right now. That's why it's not like real good. Because like if I saw goal line defense right now, I would just do that. Like, Madden practice mode is so dumb sometimes. Alright, so let's try this again. Alright, so drag is there. Had the in, but I couldn't throw it. Pass rush is getting in pretty quick. Alright, so this looks like a cover 2. Oh, crazy. Rashard Robinson actually got back to the ball. I wonder what kind of coverage that was. Alright, so that's that play. If there's anything else we want to do about this play, maybe fade him, because that could pull the in cover 2. That could pull the free safety a little bit more left, so the Jimmy Graham route has more time to develop, or more room to develop, and it'll also clear out zone for Lockett and Baldwin. So let's try that. Yeah, so it helped a little bit. Alright, so the next play, or next formation is gun, trips, tight end, offset. Gun, trips, tight end, offset. Where you at? Alright, so we have the buck sweep. Buck sweep is a nice little run to throw in every once in a while, because it's basically a counter, but it's a counter that gets like really good blocking. The only problem with it I have is it gets blown up in the backfield a little bit too easy. So like, yeah, 3-man front like that is a good place to run it, because it's basically just power G or power O. But yeah, something you should just throw in every once in a while if you're gonna run this trips tight end. So let's look at the audibles. You have your inside zone. Inside zone's very nice, and it's something that you're gonna really utilize in this book. Because in this book, you're gonna run inside zone or read option as your runs most of the time. And the cool thing about having a scrambling QB is about 18 of those read options are going to be inside zone, with blocking mechanics actually helping you, because you're leaving a guy unblocked to like watch the quarterback. He's going to, or you're going to get a whole bunch of better blocking in general. Where did Chip's tight end go? So let's like look at read option. So let's look at the difference between read option and zone real quick, just to show you what I'm talking about. So see how, alright, so let's look at the replay. I can't do it yet. Alright, so let's look at the replay. Not resume, replay. Replay. Alright, so see how, let's look at the blocking right here. Alright, so we're going to leave that edge rusher alone, which lets you, your players actually get to the second level. And something I don't know if it's real or not, but I feel there's a speed boost when you actually hand the ball off right here. Like not like your regular speed boost, just like an actual speed boost. So he like quickly gets up back to the line instead of just getting tackled in the backfield. Because I think in real life, this is a tackle in the backfield for Solomon Thomas, because he just needs to take the right angle and he gets them. But look at that hole. The reason we got such a big hole is because we're leaving the one guy alone, which lets the rest of our line block about everybody else over here. So we basically took one player out of the play. It's really nice to have. Now let's show you what happens when you run inside zone. So when you run inside zone, it's not bad. We're doing this for the blocking. We're not really caring about the play or anything. So when you run inside zone, since you're not leaving the guy unblocked, you're basically you're doing one-on-ones and double teams and stuff. So you're not getting as good blocking. That's why I think read option might take off in the meta this year, if people get back into it. Because it can really tear apart defenses even though you're not running with the QB. And even if you get the QB run, you can still hand it off. It just becomes a less effective inside zone. But if they're allowing the QB keep, you might as well take it. So make sure you have a Russell Wilson type quarterback in the future if you get the chance. Because I love this play. Read option in this book is so fun to use. I don't know if this book will ever be a top 3 competitive playbook, but I do see it being one of the funnest books you can possibly use. Panthers is probably the only book made funner than this one. So let's go back to gun bunch tight end offset. Alright, so I'm not really going to go over most of these. Bubble screen's really good. PA wide receiver screen's okay. Let's see. Level cell's really good. I'm not going to go over it because I go over that like in every book I do. Y under, I'll go over that when we get there. Where are you? Scat. Okay, so for scat, we're going to call it flipped because we want to run it to the right. What we're going to do is motion our halfback left. You're going to slant the Jimmy Graham route. You're going to slant your halfback. And as soon as you snap the ball, you're going to roll out right. And if you see QB contain, so if Armistead right to our right, this guy, if he is containing us right now, what we're going to do is stand in the pocket for a good second and then run in between the tackle and guard to still get to the outside. So it looks like he contained. Roll out. Throw it to... don't throw it to the wrong receiver because you're supposed to throw it to either slant. I'm used to my crossing route being X because I use other scats. So let's do that again. Alright. Oh, that was a good contain. Alright, so it's going to get blown up. Like, it's not a perfect play. But it is a fun play. I do like it. So let's try it again. Alright. Alright, and if nothing's there, just run. It's not showing. I'm not able to get what I'm trying to show you. Let's try blocking the halfback this time. Well, yeah, obviously I can't do it versus goal line. Come on, man, just let me show off for once. Like, goddamn. Alright, so, alright, it's just not working today. Alright, you win this time, Madden defense. So what was supposed to happen if it would work? Because it works online. I use this. It's like a fun play. Alright, so what happens online is that fake or the God, I can't talk today. Lockett and Baldwin's routes are going to draw players down. They're going to draw the zones down, and Richardson's actually going to draw corner and safety up. This is going to leave Graham or Rawls wide open right there at the number line. If you get it. I don't know why I'm not allowed to get it today. Yeah, whatever. Let's go to the crosser. So crosser is a nice audible. It's very, very powerful this year. Do whatever you want with the tight end. I like to put them curls or drags because I want to get other players open. So see how open Baldwin got because the hitch, it just pulled some guys down. It's like not even like a coverage read. It's just kind of like I put Graham down to bring down whoever's in Baldwin's way. Then if we do drags, if the Niners line would stop batting it away. Weird day for Madden. Jimmy Graham is a nice little drag route. And then the Lockett route, I don't like, or not, yeah, Lockett route. I don't like it out of play action, but out of regular, it's actually a nice route because he should get open, yeah, right about there. Pretty much against all defenses. Their user usually has to take it away, or they have to really try to take it away. Read options, you're audible, or not read option. Inside zone. It's a good inside zone too because you have all these blockers right there, and this is a blitz. So let's see what happens. Oop. Yeah, nice play. All right, let's go do the. If there's a read option in this formation, utilize it just like I was talking about before. I'm not gonna run every read option, just the cool ones. Doubles offset. Alright, so my favorite play in the game, like as a whole, is halfback angle out of the Packers playbook. This is not that play, but it's damn near like identical. So all we need to do to make it identical is streak the tight end, out Richardson, smart route him. Now it's halfback angle. In the book, you'll see a picture of halfback angle. It's basically the starting point of most of our plays. So versus cover one, pretty much we just have to read it. So versus cover one, the halfback angle is our read. Angle and Lockett will be open versus cover one. Versus cover two, the seam with Graham, the angle route, and the angle and. Yeah, so the seam and the angle route will be open versus cover two. Also versus cover two, if you want to help beating cover two, we like to motion over this post route, then fade Graham. And versus cover two, that actually helps get the post a little bit more open. You probably want to streak Baldwin versus cover two as well to keep the other safety honest. And then you can easily hit Rawls or whoever my slot is right now. Lockett. Oh my god, I hate indigestion. Yeah, it's also just a really good play versus like anything really. All you have to do is make the correct reads. It's just as good, if not better, than split close to me. Oh, oops. Yeah. I prefer the one out of Packers because you don't have to make the extra setups, but I do it just so you have the base point. Because you don't have to make those audibles. Versus cover three, our first read versus cover three is going to be the Richardson route to the right. Why? The reason this is the read first is because versus cover three, a 10-yard out, the corner generally will turn his as soon as he turns his hips, he's gonna run forward. That you throw it as soon as he turns his hips. So now. So he didn't turn them all the way, but he turned them enough to where you were able to fit that ball in. So now we're in cover 2 again. So let's run it regular. So the best way to throw that route is just high point it, because versus cover 2 you want to high point that. I accidentally low pointed that, but it worked. Whatever. And that's stupid goal line. Just throw it away. Alright, versus cover 4 is our next one. Alright, so this is our baseline. Drag the tight end. So versus cover 4, we're going to drag the tight end, and we're going to in the far right receiver. In. Alright, there we go. And now it's a levels flood kind of setup. And all we're looking for in a levels flood type setup versus cover 4 is to generally just hit someone short and try and get it deep. That's why we're going to streak Baldwin. So it's kind of a levels flood. And that Baldwin and Lockett should take away the 2, or probably all 3 defenders to the left. You really just got to worry about the user and if they're in like a different type of flat. So, yep, Rawls is a good throw. It's a great play. Alright, so now for the next setups. So let's do the same baseline play. And now we're going to motion Rawls over. Now, every setup beforehand still applies, except for the cover 2 motion, the corner route. You're still going to do everything else the same. Cover 1, Rawls' route is still going to get open. It's just going to be at a different angle. Stuff like that. And if you really need the blocking, I definitely recommend blocking the tight end often. And then, like, say you need a streak up the middle because you don't know if it's covered 2-man or cover 2. You're just gonna motion this guy. Motion. Oh right, can't motion him. What am I doing? I swear, sometimes I forget what I'm doing. Don't get old, kids. Don't get old. Alright, so it's a good play overall. I like putting that halfback there because it gets to a weird angle on the field. That's why you want to take advantage of it. Alright, so the next play we're gonna look at, and it's still in that formation, is what play is that? Is that double offset? I already forgot. I hate that they changed names. Gun doubles offset. Okay, yeah, still there. Read option. Alright, we're looking at the read option this time. Alright, so we love the read option, just like we were talking about earlier, because you just get a lot better blocking. It wasn't there, but yeah, whatever. Nothing wrong with taking it outside too. Yeah, I wish they'd stop calling goal line. Alright, there we go. So that time I could have kept it with the quarterback, but even though I didn't, because that's what I wanted to show you earlier. So even though I could have kept it with a quarterback because he was taking the halfback, so that could have been a QB keep. I still handed it off, and it just became a inside zone. He was still taken out of the play, and I just made the wrong hole. I should have hit went outside the left guard. But yeah, it's a good play. It's a great way to just like boost up the running game. Something I should note: if you're playing read option, if they start zero blitzing you a lot, just absolutely quit playing read option. Because what's going to happen in the zero blitz is they're just going, no matter what, it's going to look like the QB read. So like he's going to crash towards the quarterback. And you're going to be like, oh, cool, I get the QB read, but you don't. It actually means that multiple players are coming at the QB and the halfback. So it's just something you need to keep in mind if you're going to run this. Great play, though. And then inside zone, it's not bad, of course. If you're afraid of the zero blitz, I'd rather, or if you need the short yardage gain, definitely go with this over the inside zone, or read option, I mean. So yeah, this is a great play to use. Alright, next play is going to be outside zone. This is a run-heavy scheme, so if you like that, that's your thing. This is your book. So outside zone is really nice, because in head-to-head this year, a lot of people are running type of defenses where the run fits is over the middle, like cover 4 and like 4-4 splits. So having this outside run is quite the tool you should have. And out of this formation, that's about all that's left of being useful. There's other plays you can run, but I wouldn't recommend it. Alright, so Z spot. First play we're going to run out of here is the Z spot. The reason we like Z spot is because the read is very simple. All we're going to do is we're going to motion over Richardson, or he manually motions over, or automatically. And that's basically it. So your read is Richardson, and you read his spot. If he's uncovered, throw it to him right there. If he is covered, throw to Rawls or Graham. Wilson's not even really in the play. You could block him. I like to streak him to try and get the Baldwin route open if I need it. So let's do the read. So Richardson covered, that means Rawls. Actually, everything was kind of covered right there. I guess I didn't read it at all pretty well. Alright, so let's look at the read again. Spot there, take it. That's basically how you're going to run this. Just if the spot's there, take it. If it's not, look at the 2 outside routes. Just take what you can on these plays. That's the whole reason a Z spot works. So another thing we like to do is keep in mind where he snaps. He snaps right there, where it cuts up. So we're gonna slant Richardson. We're gonna streak Wilson, and then we're going to block Lewis. So this is to attack the user. So most of the time oh damn it, I didn't mean to snap it. So most of the time the user will be a guy, and we're gonna reset it. So alright, so most of the time the user is gonna be like right here where this guy's at, just in a formation that makes sense, not cover 3 blitz. Man, this game's weird. Why did they call the dumbest plays? It's like, come on, just cover, come out and random nickel and base defense. Like, how's that so hard? Okay, so yeah, we're attacking the user. If the user's right here, where I'm IDing the mic, what we're gonna do is just motion over Richardson, and we're attacking the user. So the user can only take one player. He takes the streak, he takes the in, or he takes the slant. So the reason we do that, or the reason we're keeping it motion, is so he doesn't know it's the Z spot. He might even mess up even more. And yeah, it's just one way to attack the user. It's hard to show versus the CPU because there's no user to like read. But yeah, if he goes up, you basically throw Richardson. If he doesn't go up, you throw Wilson or a Baldwin. So it's just something to do. And then, oh, of course, there's the tight end route. Love the tight end route. Now, the thing about this formation is you don't have to, but I want you to utilize the fakeness of motion snapping that wide receiver to the right. So read option, see how there's no read? Something we were going to talk about later, but when there's no read, this is an automatic QB keep. Or just audible out of it and go to inside zone. I like to take the risk for the QB keep. So we're going to motion him over, snap him right there. And yeah, we didn't get it because that was a 0 blitz. Yeah, so let's do that again. Now when we motion him over, you see how the read option actually like flickered for a second? So I haven't been able to master this, but I know it's a thing that you can do. So when you motion him left, notice that it flips. It's like flip. When you motion him right, as soon as he gets to Jimmy Graham's like right foot, you're gonna snap it because the read icon disappears and the defender doesn't know what to do. So boop. Yeah, it didn't work that time. I got it to work a little bit last year. I was never very good at it. So this is a double safety blitz, so it's not going to work, but we're just showing off that how it makes the read icon disappear. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's try running it for real now. No, we're not. I was just showing off that read option disappear thing because I want someone to figure out how to utilize that in a scheme, if that's possible. So yeah, just motion him over, snap him where he would if it was the pass, and then just take it. You don't have to QB keep, of course. I mean, it's a read for one I made the bad read, but Russell Wilson bailed me out. All right, next play. Quick slants. Quick slants are good. Quick slants I love. I like throwing the quick slant as soon as they get about where the read icon is. I like to throw them right about there. Because then if he breaks free, that's a good like 10-yard gain, like right there. And if I don't get sacked, I don't know why I get so sacked. It's like, come on, man. Let's run it this way. Maybe I won't get sacked. I don't know. Man keeps calling the weirdest defenses. I'm like trying to show this against a real defense. There we go. Yeah, that's basically what you're gonna see most of the time. Corner strike. I'm not a big fan of it. I'd block the tight end. I'd hitch the Rawls route, and yeah, just run it that way. The reason we block the tight end and hitch the Rawls route is because we want time in the pocket, for one. That's why Graham's being blocked. The reason we're hitching the Rawls route is because if the user gets super aggressive and goes after one of the corners, you just throw that Rawls route right there. So it's something you should look into. And I've lost my place in the ebook because it reset. How fun. Okay. We're going to be now in the next formation. Bunch week. I don't know why it's called bunch week in this book, but you know, Madden's just weird. Cause this is just plain old bunch in every other book now. But in this one, it's bunch week. Cause I don't know why. All right, so PA post is our first play. We're gonna drag the tight end. Or this is the first version anyway. There's a few different versions because this is one of the best off plays in the game. You're going to drag the tight end. You're going to make sure your slot right receiver who's on the red route is good at catching traffic and probably good at route running because you want him to get open quick. And then you're just going to motion Richardson, snap him when he gets the numbers, and then you just hit the open guy. And no one was really open that time. Kind of crazy. That's usually like a kind of a money play. Nope. Yeah, there it is. It's a great play. I really recommend running it. Let's do version 2. All right, we're still gonna make the same audible. Drag your tight end. Now we're going to swing your halfback, motion him over. We're gonna block him. You don't have to block him. You can put him on a route if you feel like it. I block him. And now what's going to happen is because of zone logic, cover 2 play. Because Baldwin is going to draw both the safety and the corner away from the flat. And Graham or Richardson is going to get wide open. So it didn't work there, but that was probably like 2-man under or something. So let's run it again. Hopefully we can see a cover 2. This looks like a cover 2. Alright, so let's try that again. Alright, there it is. See how no one was really in the flat for Graham to be picked off or tackled immediately? That's the reason we like that part. So the next version we're going to do, we're going to streak the tight end. And then we're just going to motion snap the wide receiver just like we've been doing earlier. And this is a great cover 2 killer because of the tight end route. I don't know why goal line's so weird, but I don't know, I'm just super annoyed with goal line. Okay, so versus cover 2, the reason we like this is because cover 2 cannot handle the red route right there. So the reason we streak or even fade Graham is to clear out that zone. So we're doing that. and then we motion that guy out just in case it's man-to-man. Because if it's man-to-man, you want a quick beating route. That's what the delay's for. Alright, so that's the end of that one. Alright, so audibles. I love spacing. It's one of the best plays for goal line. Just make sure your tight end has good tracking or trucking and get the yard. Alright, and audibles clear out. Let me see. I need to find the actual audible for clear out. Drag the slot, which is Lockett, and then we're going to slant the outside wide receiver, which is Richardson, and then we're going to motion snap him like we were doing earlier, and just hit the open wrap. And that's really it. Next play is the mesh. Yeah, actually I don't really need to go over mesh. Mesh is pretty easy to figure out. Oh, that's a cool play. Where are you at? Mesh, or bun tweak. Yeah, we don't really need to go over mesh. Mesh is a good play. I'd rather not go over it today. Because it's just mesh. Double drags. I say mesh a lot. Mesh. Okay, so this next play is, I already forgot what it's called. Bunch trail. What we're going to do is we're going to re-drag Richardson. That way he's on a drag instead of that option drag. And then we're going to motion lock it to the left. And that's basically it. This is a goal line play. So it's hard to show here and I don't feel like drawing it down to the goal line. But you just high point pass your wide receiver and try and make a play. Basically it. And then if you don't want to motion him out, you can always do this, make it a bunch. So it kind of has that delayed crosser, and if I had time in the pocket, the delayed crosser will attack the user. Because the user's probably gonna like just run straight after this play. So yeah, there's that. Alright, next play, curl. Yeah, I don't like curl. So Z spot and go. One of my favorite plays that I think is new this year. It's regular Z spot. Most people are gonna play it like they think it's a Z spot. So the user will like jump after the spot route or something, and when he jumps the spot route, he won't be able to defend that, which is like the funnest play. I love throwing that downfield. And then we can do the same thing we did earlier. So motion rolls over. So now no one's going to be in the flat. And then you just throw rolls. That's pretty much it for that one. It's a nice looking play though. I like it. Bench pivot's our next one. Bench pivot. Where do you bench pivot? Bench pivot. It's great as a stock. Not much you really need to do for it. You have like a speed out right there, which is cool. I definitely utilize that if you need to. Let's see, what else can we do with this? We can streak Richardson, so he won't be on the speed out, but you do have that weird zig right there. So the weird zig is going to be there for you, even if you make it a flood like that. The Graham route, I haven't been able to hit it, but it looks good. And then Baldwin, it's a good play. If it's weird, run it. Definitely like that this is a speed out, because speed outs are deadly. There's a good screen in there, and that's basically the last play from that formation. I'm trying to rush through this. I don't want a long video for you guys. That way you guys can actually watch it multiple times without it being a hassle. Double stack. Only play we're going over in here is the corner smash. It's basically corner strike. It's just corner strike out of a weird looking formation. And that was an accurate pass. And that's the only time I'm gonna throw it, because that's not a play I expect you to run. It's just kind of interesting. Alright, so gun bunch tight end. Next best formation, one of the best formations in this book. Not open tight end, bunch tight end. There we are. So the first play we're going to look at is inside switch. We're going to streak the inside most wide receiver, which is Baldwin. We're going to motion snap, or was it Baldwin? Yeah, it was Baldwin. Yeah, we're going to motion snap the slant route over here, or post route, and then we're going to slant lock it, and we can do whatever we want with the Rawls or Graham. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to block Rawls so I have time to throw this, and we're going to motion snap Richardson to get the delay. And yeah, if you want to throw that, you can. I don't always get those plays because Madden be mean. So let's do that again. All right. Now, the reason we like this play is it just really spreads out a defense. So they really have to kind of adapt to stop this, even though it's such a simple concept, because it's just like weird. So you have the speed route to help Rawls, you have the corner to Graham, a streak down the middle with Baldwin, which has to be respected, a slant that could take out any man-to-man, and then a delay post that could really obliterate a user. Because like a user won't be there to take away that post. He'll be like somewhere else. So that's why we run that play. Where's the next play? Alright, so drive. Alright, let's look at our audibles next. Inside switch. So the one we just went over was an audible. Inside zone is one of our runs. Obviously, hopefully you have more success than I do at running. Maybe motion a guy over and get yourself some extra run blocking. It's obvious that if you're running, if you do that, but it does help you every once in a while if you want to run that like once or twice out of the scheme. 'Cause it does give you some extra blocking. It's just a dead giveaway, which sucks. Next play we're gonna look at is drive, bunch tight end, drive, bunch tight end, drive. Where you at? It's open tight end. Drive. Okay, so we're gonna block. We're basically just gonna max protect. We're gonna fade the tight end, and then we're gonna motion Richardson, snap it, and just hit the open level. That's a good play for like a 3 or 4 yard gain. And it's basically all you can do to run it. Your audibles boot over. There are 5 versions of this. Cool. I forgot about that. Alrighty, so first version is rollout, and I promise something will be open. That's what I said. I'm not lying. Something's open. You just need time in the pocket, and that's something that I seem to never have. It's an audible. You're going to streak the tight end on version 2. This should clear out zones a little bit better. So, yeah. See, Y was wide open, but I could not hit it because I just don't have time. Okay. If your tight end's wide open, I throw it. Might as well. Alright, so let's try it one more time. I want to hit it the way I'm wanting to. There he is. And he dropped it. So you see what's supposed to happen. And that's the best I can do. For version 3, we're going to drag the tight end. And we're going to motion snap Richardson. You can motion snap Richardson on pretty much all of these plays in this this entire formation. Because that's really a good way to disguise what you're doing. This motion Richardson. It's a habit you have to get into. I just always forget. And I swear to God, I need better blocking. Okay, we're going to try it this time. Canceling play action. Miking him. Okay. Let's try it that time. Yeah. I mean, escape the pocket. Where's that? Yeah, time in the pocket is a bitch. Pretty simple on that one. Definitely think you need time in the pocket to do anything. And it gets so hard in the pocket in this formation. Oh, am I getting the QB glitch stutter step? That better not be real. Oh, that better be just that play. Okay, that was just that play. I was like, no, that glitch was supposed to be dead. I hate that glitch. That was the worst one from last year. Slant the far left receiver. So, version 4, we're gonna slant Richardson. We're gonna motion snap him like we were doing earlier. I'm gonna block the tight end instead of having block and release. Motion snap. Hit the open crosser. And try your damnness not to get sacked. Why can't I not get sacked? My God. Okay. Come on, Madden. No more sacking me. Let me have a play. Okay. Hit your open crosser. Why is someone open every time? Oh my God. This is not how it works in game, but practice mode, the Niners line is just destroying me. Oh yeah, I'm using Seattle's line. Duh. Alright, so version 5. We're going to motion the tight end out and put him on a comeback route. So you motion him out. You can leave him on the streak for the other way too. You're going to put him on a comeback. You're going to streak the inside most receiver, which is going to be Baldwin. And what this is going to do is this can get certain plays wide open. It's like versus cover. This should beat cover 2 and 3. Lockett should beat cover 3, and Richardson should beat cover 2. But it doesn't always work. It's definitely not as good as like the other ones. But it's something you should definitely like consider using because it's still a one-play touchdown if you get it working. All right, so that's it for that play. Inside zone, outside zone. Curl flat corner, since it's an audible, we're going to talk about it. We're going to max protect. We're going to fade the tight end. We're going to slant the curl route, which is X. We're going to motion halfback and swing right. Oh, wait, motion him left, motion him left. Whoops. Motion him left. You want your halfback left. Alright, and what should do is get Richardson wide open. It probably won't, but it's supposed to. There it is. Yeah, and that's that play. Their screen's pretty good, so I really recommend this being one of your main schemes if you run this book, because it's just super good. Always come out in this drive play, because it's such a good play. And you have such a good audible tree that you don't really need to audible. You don't really need to come out in any other play in this formation. This is just a great no huddle offense. All right, gun spread Y slot. Gun spread Y slot. Don't really feel like going over this play, or this formation. Slot post is okay. Smash is okay. Read option's good. PA read's okay. And that's basically that formation. That's why we didn't go over it. Empty bunch works just like the other bunch, but it's pretty cool. Has a few cool plays in it. It has another spot and go. Only problem I have with the spot and go is the time you have in the pocket. Nice play. Love it. Audibles. You have verts. So what I like to do in verts is I come back the far left wide receiver. We're gonna look at the slant, the crosser, slant, and then the tight end or halfback, which is Rawls, and then Jimmy Graham. So slant, halfback, halfback. Yeah. It's a cool little play. And in version 2 of this is going to be drag the tight end, who I don't think I meant tight end. I think I meant halfback, because when I was looking at this from Madden Focus, I totally thought it was a tight end. So let's drag Rawls. We're going to slant the far right receiver and motion snap him. We're going to streak the slot, which is Lockett, and we're going to smoke Baldwin. And that's what it's going to look like. And we're going to motion snap Richardson, and that's the play. I'll do it again against the actual defense. Okay, so let's do it that way again. Doot, 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 and doot. Alright, that's the play. Motion snap him, and something should get open. Even if you have to throw that smoke, you should have something open on that play because it's all crossers. Y curl, or is that well, spacing is really good, just like before. I like to slant lock it, and now we have a spacing stick, which is like awesome because you get the little Rawls route for the goal line. Just make sure you have your truck back in, or I guess not necessarily a truck back, just someone who can truck if he needs to, because you know me. And I didn't mean to flip that play, but whatever. Works to the side too. Let's go to Y curl. Only reason I like Y curl is because it's a fun play to run. Empty bunch. Y curl. Formation. Let's do dollar man to man. Alright, only reason I like running this play is because like the 3 different wheels, they can all get open. And I got sacked immediately. Oh my god. How? Come on, Madden. Stop it. Is the Seahawks offensive line like that bad? Do ratings matter when they're that bad? My god. No, the Niners don't have the best line. They just have like a good young line. Yeah, playmaker. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm not getting this play. Man, that offensive line is just fucking awful. If you have an offensive lineman in Ultimate Team, you should quick sell him. Like now. Oh my god, that guy sucked. That whole line. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Next play. Gun tray flex. Tray Y flex. No reason to go over a lot of these pass plays. We're just gonna go over read option. So the reason I like read option right here is I think we were able to force this one. So didn't take away the read. It was supposed to, but yeah. When you're gonna motion people over like that, and it helps take away the read. That's the cool part. It's not always gonna take it away. Maybe it was this guy. Let's try that. No. He did block him, so that might be the what I was looking for. I'm trying to remember how to force this one, because I remember this formation naturally gets rid of the read and forces it. I'm just trying to see if it was still able to force the QB run. Forcing the read option is really cool. Just has to work. Nope, can't do it. Okay, and it's not gonna work today, but whatever. Yeah, because the way the tight end is positioned versus some defensive sets, the read player just isn't there. I don't know why, but that's just how it works sometimes. Still a great read option in general. I love the handoffs. Empty hawk, it's pretty good. Tight slots, or gun tight slots is okay. Not much to write home about. Gunwing pair is pretty unique. I haven't seen this in many books, but it's basically just a single back wing pair, but in gun. And you get a power O, which is cool. Because look, this power O is really nice. Against cover 4 especially, because it's an outside run. You come out in the power O, you audible into your zone. If you need to throw, you just call that and drag him. If you need to throw, you can also do that. Still drag him. Even smoke him. Not wrong one. Smoke him. And yeah, you can get a lot of things. You can get a lot of things going with that offense, because it's just such a weird little set. Because not many people are going to be able to stop it, because how do you stop something that's weird? You need to practice it. There's a gun slot offset, which is okay. I'm not really gonna go over it. There's a whole bunch of coverage beaters in it, so I might go over it. Let's check it. Gun ace slot. Offset. There we are. Alright, so was that one? Or was it gun ace slot offset? Oh, gun wing. There it is. Yeah, there it is. That one. Post shot. Alright, so what we like to do is we're blocking the tight end. Do something with the halfback so you can motion them out wide. And that's basically the baseline of this play. That's how you want to start the play each time. Versus cover 2, you're going to streak the slot, which is Richardson. You're going to in the halfback, which is Rawls out here. Yeah, streak the slot again. Yeah, streak Rawls, or not streak Rawls, in Rawls. And then smart route the post. And this should beat cover 2. Pretty deep anyway. That was cover 3 man, wasn't it? The only thing I don't like about this game sometimes, I don't really know what the defense is. Alright, so let's do that again. Do that. Do that. Well, let's cover 3 actually. Since this looks like cover 3, we'll just do the cover 3 one. Alright, so this is the cover 2 setup right here. Now let's do the cover 3. So we're going to come back Rawls. We're going to slant the far left wide receiver. I need to do that because you need the poster out for Richardson. Alright. Come back Rawls. Sorry, I'm so slow today. I'm so tired right now. Comeback Rawls. You're going to slant the far left wide receiver. You're going to hitch the tight end that is not blocked. You're going to ID the mic because you're probably going to get screwed over in the pass rush. And just make time in the pocket. And then hit him deep. And there it is. 1 play touchdown versus cover 3. Alright. Gun bunch open tight end. I only go over 1 play in that formation. Let's see, where's it at? Gun bunch, open tight end. Yeah, that one. Okay. So the screens are okay, stuff like that. The only thing we like is the read option. Because the read option has 6 players over here, and since it's an off-balance play, players will kind of mess up or something. And just try and get your yards. Not something you're going to run very often because it's the only play worth running, kind of. Because this is an okay audible. I like it. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. And I probably should add it to the book. I don't feel like I'm going to run that a lot. Same with this one. Like, it's a cool play. Look at that. I love it. Like, it has the interesting zig route, which we could motion over, maybe streak lock it. What else could we do? Maybe, what's it called? Hitch Graham. Make that a nice little, like, kind of dagger. So, I don't know. So, if you want to mess with it and let me know what you find out of gun bunch open tight end, let me know. It might be a good formation. I don't like it. It feels weird. Alright, gun wing, slot offset. We're going to go over the read option because it's another one of the ones that might be able to force the read option. See how the read icon is not there? That is because the 2 tight ends. They kind of mess up a lot of the AI, so you just kind of run the option. It's not super effective, like it's not something you can like win games doing, but when you take away the read player, it's just really cool to run the read option. And if you have that Vic, like, isn't that cool that you can force the QB run? And yeah, that was a nice play by Rawls. Again, I can't stress that enough. The run blocking from read option is just awesome. And then, yeah, just forcing the read option. Look at that. That was a nice little 10-yard gain. With a 90 speed Vic, that could be a touchdown. Yeah, that was a bad read by me, but whatever. Yeah, so that was out of the gun wing slot offset. We got inside zones okay, spacing, Double post is what we're going to go over because that's all the coverage beaters. So one play versus cover 3. Yeah, this looks like a cover 3, so we'll do that. Slant Baldwin. We're going to out Graham, or motion him out actually, and just come back him. Ow, my jaw. Yeah, and that's it. Maybe hitch Witt and Wilson, block your halfback so you don't get screwed over. Make time in the pocket, which is probably the hardest part of one play touchdowns to me, is getting time in the pocket to throw it and just launch it deep. All right, so that was the cover 3. Cover 2 is streak Richardson, smart route Bolden, and I'd probably streak Graham. So yeah, and then just hit him deep. So yeah, it was a good play. A few other ways to run this. Obviously, dragging Graham gives you a levels concept. Just hit the open guy. You don't have to drag it, but motioning Wilson over to the left gives you an odd little like out route, and then you could probably in Graham, so you have like kind of a delay, and just throw Wilson. It's such a strange route that it can get wide, like really open. So I do recommend running it. There's a bunch of motion plays that are pretty okay in here. I'm not going to show you them because you can probably learn those on your own. Gun Y Trio. Where is it at? Gun Y Trio. Trio weak. Alright, so I love the screen right there. The inside split is cool. Everything about this formation is like my favorite for QB or any kind of run out of gun. You have probably the best read option. I don't know. Depends on your definition of read option. But it's one of the best read options. Just motion a guy over. Snap it. Try and get your yards. Because the reason we're motioning I think maybe it's Richardson who we motion over. Reason we motion the guy over is we want extra blocking. So Wilson didn't really get the read, but it's all right. And then you can just run it the regular way. The reason I like read option and that the handoff especially on this one is just the way the inside zone hits its angle, and you also get that lead block to the left, which is so nice. Because you're basically taking the player out of the play, and then just kind of screwing him over with a fullback into the second level, or tight end in the second level, but whatever. I made the wrong read that time, but I just want to run it a few more times because it feels really nice to run that, especially the QB run. Oh yeah, so satisfying. Where you at, Niners? I'm taunting my own team. Feels weird. There's a bunch of QB or player run or just regular gun runs that are good in there. Halfback power, inside split, counters. Great play. For pistol ace, I say you go full cheese if you have the ability to. Get yourself put linemen in instead of your tight ends. Just yeah. Linemen instead of tight ends. Put tight ends instead of wide receivers. Where are you, Luke Wilson? Thought you were in here. Okay, whatever. Go strong power. So go full cheese, strong power, tight ends at wide receiver, and try and get what you can. This can be a really decent offense, or decent run anyway. Yeah, if you get the blocking. That's the reason we're going full cheese, because you want those pancakes on the outside. You can get those pancakes on the outside. Oh, you're gonna eat. Like look what Luke Wilson or whoever that was did to the corner. Just manhandled him. That's basically it for that one. There's a read option in there. I'll go over it because I love read option. It's fun to run read option. Alright, so the reason we like this is because Since this book doesn't have an inside zone, or this formation doesn't have inside zone or a dive, this is your dive. Great dive too. And yeah, basically it. I love getting the that read option though. Oh my god. Like, look at that. If you beat Bowman right there, you have 2 blockers in the second level. Like, that's a mean play. 2 blockers in the second level. There's also a stretch play. It's not bad, but I don't recommend it. There's the corner strike, which you're really only gonna run if you want to fuck with someone. No time in the pocket. Maybe I should have picked the team with a shittier line. Quick slants is there. If you're running like all linemen cheese or whatever, make sure you have Joe Stanley and Anthony Munoz. Those two, they have 70 speed, so in the I cannot say his name. Munoz, get the 81 overall card. He's really cheap and he lets you do the things you want. There's a read option in this play. Now, I hate the try option. I never get it to work correctly. But the only reason I'm really bringing this play up is because it's a fullback outside zone. It's really weird, but it works. So, yeah, this is a good play to run versus like cover 4, the try option. Just boom. Look at that, Mr. Madden. That's literally that guy's name too, Mr. Madden. Just try and get you yards. If you're playing Mutt, I'd say put the 85 hero or whatever blunt you have at fullback. Make sure your pitch guy is the fastest guy you have possible. If you need a fast running back and you don't want to like spend all those coins, go get Corey Grant. He's the silver. He's 89 speed. He sucks everywhere else, but he has the speed. I just wish I knew how to make my quarterback go for the run, because I don't like the pitch. The pitch always messes up for me. Yeah, nice little play. Especially against cover 4, so it's really the only reason I wanted to show that. We have PA slide, which is another QB run for me. So you streak that wide receiver, you're going to run around. If nothing's there, you're going to throw A or the fullback. So let's do that again, but this time we're actually going to swing the fullback, because I feel swinging the fullback makes it a little bit better. Because then you just throw it to the fullback, let him make a play. I highly recommend any Christian Okoye card, because he can just truck people like it's no tomorrow. And like for an offense like that, for offenses like the ones I run, fullback is really necessary. You have a very good corner strike. I'd say max protect, streak, hitch that guy, and now you have like a really deadly kind of corner strike, because you have the Z route, you have the 2 corners, and then you have a hitch as your check down. You could even leave Rawls in if you think that'll get your opponent a little bit more open. Yeah, man, Dante Johnson could jump. Look at that. So yeah, that's one thing. Inside zone split. If you ever run inside zone split, just motion over your wide receiver, snap him right here, and then just take it as much as you can. So that ends the gun and pistol segment of this book. So tomorrow, I'll link to the next part of the book later. It'll be the I formation and strongs, and then it'll be the single back and stuff, because I want to break these down so you can actually rewatch them. So yeah, that's been Tim from Madden Community College. Hope you enjoyed the gun formations from Seattle Seahawks' offensive playbook. Let me know what you thought of it, and see ya.